Welcome back, everyone. Now on this one, we're going to start the basic functionalities or the basic blocks of the programming with Flowchart. And for this one, we're going to be just taking a look on a simple output, but we're going to add also like the simple input as well. This is assumed that you have already gone through like the first video of like what a flowchart is, what a programming is. If not, then you should be able to find it somewhere on the card. I'm going to be adding that one for you. So the first one we're going to be just taking a look is how do we show a simple input output whenever there is a solution. And we have to remember that having an input or having something to be read or to be told is a part of the solution as well. And the screen that you're going to show in front of me is from the it's from like the apps.diagrams.net, or you can go directly to draw.io. I'm going to put like the link on the description so that you can use this one. And again, you don't need any kind of like fancy tools like this one for creating like the flowchart. You can even do it like on a whiteboard, or you can do it like on a piece of paper. So it doesn't matter. The whole thing that we're going to be just concerned more is on how we're going to be just be able to solve a given problem. So you might be assuming that having like something just to show might not be like a problem. But if you take a look on this one, there are a lot of things that we're going to read. It says, for example, file, edit, view, arrange. What if like there was nothing on this one? What if like there was nothing on the top which says like diagram or style and then a view? You know, like these are, even though we don't know them, they are a part of a solution. So every time when we're trying to have a solution, then we should be able to have a way to properly address for the user. So that's what we're going to be just starting. And every time when we are starting with the problem, we're going to be just starting with what we call the start part. So we're going to have like the start, and somewhere we're going to have like the an end as well. So every program that we're going to be just doing has the start and an end, and that's how it's going to be just doing. We have like the initial point, then you're going to have like the end point as well. So for this one, let's assume that we just want to print something that says flowchart, or in general, like programming is awesome. So what I'm going to do is over here, I'm going to write programming is awesome. And I need to have like my data flow over here. What it means is every time if I want to show something as simple as this one, that is like programming is awesome, then there is a start point. Then it's going to be just directed to this message, which is programming is awesome. And then that would be the end of it. So let's have like one more with an input as well. So let's say I want to have, so I'm going to be just simply repeating it. Now, just to give it a point, now this one is going to be a simple program to show the output only. And we're going to have over here, I can copy this one and move it over here, and a simple program to accept the value only. Now, in this case, we might say, please provide your name, for example. And we're going to discuss this one on the next video, which is a variable. But for now, let's assume that this is also how you're going to be just accepting an input from the user. And this thing, which is a variable, I'm going to explain that one on the next video, is where anything that you are providing is going to be just stored. So this is very common on anything that you have been working as far as like the internet stuff is concerned, or just any kind of a machine is concerned. Somehow there is an input and there is a process on that input, and then there is also a final output. So when you are getting something from the user, then there has to be a way to put it, and that's going to be just basically a variable. Again, I'm going to explain more on that one on the next video. But for now, whenever you have something as an input from the user, let's say if you are asking for an email or an input, let's say you have like a program that is converting a kilometer into a mile, or anything which is going to be just conversion based, or anything that's going to be just calculation based, then in that case, you need to have something to access from the user. and then you need to have also a storage for that. And then that, so that you can use it like later, and then you're going to use that one on a variable, which is name over here. Or if you want to have something just to show directly to the user, this is how you're going to be just using it. And remember, all the time, we're going to be just starting with a start, and then that solution has to have like an ending point. Otherwise, it might not be like like we cannot determine like it's going to be just done or not. So it has to be determined that we're done with the solution. And in that case, we're going to have like the start, and with that of like the end. So in this one, we have shown like how we're going to be just using an input and an output. So don't forget to subscribe for more. You're going to get even on this one. And then if you like the video, don't forget just to give it a thumb. So I'm going to see you on the next video.